Ralph, go ahead and ask the dumbest one in the group right now. Hey, what do you think about gas prices? They're going to say, I'm happy to pay high gas prices as long as it keeps the country safe. Yeah, or something stupid. You're going to hear Elizabeth Warren asking the most basic questions, and you're going to listen to this MAGA sycophant dummy not be able to answer them. Not because he doesn't know, only because he wants to make one guy happy. It's the Republican Party. That's what the Republicans do today. They don't care about you or me, the country, the Constitution, our allies, nothing. They care about one thing and one thing only, and that's making sure that Donald Trump feels good about himself. The biggest, whiniest bitch that we've ever seen in office.
Can you believe that that's all they did? 97% about everything said about me, everything said about Trump is bad. Can you believe it? 97% of everything said about me is bad. Can you believe it? Somebody's got to do something about this.
Yeah, that's Donald Trump for you. He just can't stop himself. He is the biggest whining bitch we've ever seen. And that's all he does is whine and complain about everything, just like the rest of the Republican Party, right? And especially MAGA. I mean, MAGA, you turn around, they're bitching about something. How come they took the guy off the Cracker Barrel? I'm boycotting Cracker Barrel because they took the man off of the shine. Send. Every time we turn around, MAGA is upset about something. And that's where they get it from. They get it from their main guy, Donald Trump, who is the biggest bitching and complaining like we've ever seen. Like, that's all he ever does. But anyway, let's get to this, Elizabeth Warren. You're gonna notice this basic questions being asked that the MAGA sycophant cannot answer because he doesn't want to upset dear leader.
Mr. Phelan, if you are confirmed, your job would be to advise President Trump on economic policy. The Council of Economic Advisors is, quote, charged with offering the president objective economic advice.
No, he's not going to do that. MAGA, I know that that's a big word for you. Objective means like actual truth, like what you can plainly see. It's right there in front of you, and the facts all back it up. And so therefore, that's the truth. That's your number 1 and 2 enemy playing against you there, okay? Facts are number 1. We all know that facts are your number 1 enemy because it leads to your number 2 enemy, truth, right? So the objective truth means that it's blatantly obvious that this is true, but yet he's not going to answer them. Listen.
Political advice, objective economic advice. So let's go through a few objective facts. Americans are spending more on everything from gas to groceries. Prices are rising faster than paychecks. And Trump's one big beautiful bill rips away healthcare coverage for 15 million people in order to pay for tax cuts for billionaires and giant corporations, and it adds $4.7 trillion to the national debt. And that is why we need someone who will tell the truth about the economy and not just say whatever it is the president wants them.
So let me just stop here real quick because she had just mentioned how the big, beautiful betrayal is going to add $4 trillion to the national debt.
For tax cuts for billionaires and giant corporations, and
let me back up right here.
Objective facts. Americans are spending more on everything from gas to groceries. Prices are rising faster than paychecks. And Trump's one big beautiful bill rips away healthcare coverage for 15 million people in order to pay for tax cuts for billionaires and giant corporations, and it adds $4.7 trillion to the national debt.
$4.7 trillion added to the national debt. And I wanted to stop there because I wanted to point this out so that everybody can understand what's going on in reality here on planet Earth, right? MAGA lives out in a galaxy far, far away. It's out literally on the edge of the universe. That's how far away they live from reality. It's a little planet called lie to me, right? Like they love the planet lie to me, and they want nothing to do with reality. So they don't know what it is that I'm about to say, right? But what is going on in reality here in this country? Republicans, since they've ever gotten in power, every time they've gotten in power, we have gotten more and more and more and more and more and more and more in debt. And they're supposed to be the fiscal responsibility party, right? Like that's what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be the ones who make sure that we don't overspend. Except they're the ones who overspend. They love taking us to war. Every single war that we've been in since the 1980s has been because of Republicans spending trillions of dollars on Republican wars every time we turn around. And then they continue to give the biggest tax cuts to the richest people on the planet. They hoard all of their money, keep it for themselves. They don't create any more with it. It stays the status quo. We continue to grow because that's how completely powerful this country is and our economy. It still grows, but no thanks to these people. And because all of that money was taken out of the system that was once paying for something, that's now gone. And so they have to end up borrowing, which is what Republicans have been doing for decades. And now we're $40 trillion in debt. All because of Republicans. There is not one Democrat administration, Democrat president at all ever to have put us that much in debt, except for the Republicans. It started with Ronald Reagan in the 1980s when they gave massive tax cuts to the richest people on the planet. And I know, MAGA, you guys are so stupid, it's hysterical. Donald Trump says that it's for you.
He goes, I gave the biggest tax cut ever, okay? I gave you the biggest tax cuts ever.
And you guys are so fucking dumb that he says that to you during the rallies, right? And you guys go, yeah, that's right. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Except he didn't give, he's right. He gave the biggest tax cut that the world has ever seen. You're right about that. He is 100% right about that. Except he says it was for you. It wasn't for you. It was for the richest people on the planet. That's it. That's the only ones. Our taxes has gone up under both Donald Trump's presidencies, and it's gone up every single time the Republicans are in office. The Democrats come in, they appropriately tax, which they didn't get to do during Joe Biden. They didn't get to do that because the Republicans kept on not voting on anything, just the same way, you know, how they're doing it right now. They're literally on vacation for this entire summer. Has anybody noticed that they have not even been in session because Speaker Johnson continues to just put them on vacation every time they come back? He puts them on another 2-week hiatus because they don't want to vote on anything, right? So that's the way they govern, right? But the way that they've been doing things for the past decades is they continue to give these people, the richest people on the planet, all of the perks, all of the tax breaks. They keep all the money for themselves. The country suffers, but we have to borrow to continue to maintain the status quo for things that we've paid for. That MAGA is literally, they're so fucking dumb. You know what they call it? They call it entitlements. Yeah, that's an entitlement. Now, if you went to the store and you bought a gallon of milk and you pulled out your like $7, whatever it costs for milk now because of Republican rule, if you paid that $7 for your gallon of milk, and then you went out and you went to leave the store with that gallon of milk, why do you think you get to leave with it? So I'm going to tell you, because you are entitled to it. You know why? Because you paid for it. That's why. That's the way it works. Now you can go into, right? You can go into a store and you can grab a gallon of milk and then you can leave with it if you want. You can do that, except then you're going to end up having to face charges. There might be security that gets involved, the whole 9 yards, because at that point you are not entitled to it, right? Because you didn't pay for it. But you see, Social Security and SNAP benefits and this, that, and the third, everything that helps people, unemployment, all these different things that help people are things that we paid for. MAGA doesn't like that. They don't like that. They're like, I'm not paying for somebody else's health care. I will go broke. I don't even care. I love my president. Yeah, but when they're unemployed, though, we have all, including them, but when they were working, and then we, while we're still working, they were paying them so that they could be able to have some money coming in, helping them. Like there's a bunch of different things that we have to pay for when we pay for taxes, right? Like, because that's the fundamentals of a government. The government is there to help the people, right? What's taxes for? Taxes is brought in to help the people. That's what it's for, right? And so when you have things that are paid for, when you bring in that taxes like universal health care, universal schooling, school lunches, people that need money during unemployment times, all these different things. And there's more, many more that MAGA is all against. They use it. They love it. I mean, like they're going to eat it all up when they get it. You know what I mean? But like, they don't like it though. And they'd rather us just do away with all of that shit. We still have to pay for it though. Like that's the part that MAGA they completely miss that. Remember, they're out on planet Lie to Me. They're nowhere near planet Earth and what's going on in reality. So we still have to pay for Social Security. We still have to pay state taxes, federal taxes, and every other tax that you could possibly imagine. You go out and buy a pack of gum, you're paying taxes, right? You go out and buy a car, you're paying taxes. We're paying taxes on everything, right? And when you do that, though, the MAGA, they love the fact that they get to do that. They want more. They keep on voting for Republicans because Republicans keep on charging them more money for their taxes. They get nothing out of it. Republicans will do everything to snatch it away from you. And MAGA loves that kind of stuff. We don't like that kind of stuff though here, right? We like the fact that we pay for what we're entitled to and we get what we're entitled to. But on the Republican law, none of that. We're still going to pay you. We're still going to make sure that you pay taxes, but you're not getting any of those things. We're taking those away. That's Republicans for you. Yeah, that's what they do. And MAGA loves it. Yeah, they love high prices, don't they? I mean, just ask your nearest MAGA. You could probably ask one right now. Ralph Perry, ask the dumbest MAGA that you've seen in the comments right now. Hey, what do you think about gas prices? I guarantee you, and this is the best part, they're so stupid. I'm going to say what they'll say, and they still will say it because they're that dumb. Like that's the best part. Ralph, go ahead and ask the dumbest one in the group right now. Hey, what do you think about gas prices? They're going to say, I'm happy to pay high gas prices as long as it keeps the country safe. Yeah, or something stupid like that. They're going to come up with some kind of a nonsense like that. They're going to say that. That's MAGA for you. That's why I say they love high prices. You know what I mean? Like, tell them about the high cost of groceries right now. They're going to tell you,
what you talking about? There's no high prices. My prices have gone down.